Inside the world of Afghan hounds, grace, beauty and personality. In the realm of canine elegance, few breeds command attention quite like the Afghan Hound. With their flowing silken coat cascading like liquid moonlight and their aristocratic bearing that speaks of ancient royalty, these magnificent dogs represent the very essence of grace and motion. Yet beneath their stunning exterior lies a complex personality that has captivated dog enthusiasts for millennia, making them one of the most intriguing and misunderstood breeds in the canine world. A legacy written in sand and stone. The Afghan Hound's story begins in the rugged mountains and windswept plains of Afghanistan, where these noble hunters have roamed for over 4,000 years. Ancient cave paintings and artifacts suggest that these dogs were the companions of pharaohs and kings, their bloodlines carefully guarded as precious treasures. Legend tells of how these hounds could outrun leopards across rocky terrain and bring down gazelle with breathtaking speed, their keen eyes scanning horizons that stretched endlessly toward distant peaks. Originally known as Tatsi in their homeland, these dogs were so revered that Afghan law once prohibited their export, considering them national treasures too valuable to share with the outside world. British soldiers and diplomats in the 19th century were among the first Westerners to witness their magnificence, bringing tales back to England of dogs that moved like poetry across the landscape, their coats flowing like banners in the mountain wind. The breed's journey to Western recognition was gradual but inevitable. The first Afghan hounds arrived in Britain in the 1920s, where their exotic beauty immediately captured the imagination of dog fanciers. Their debut at Crufts Dog Show was nothing short of sensational, with spectators mesmerized by their otherworldly appearance and fluid movement that seemed to defy gravity itself. Beauty beyond compare. The Afghan Hound's physical beauty is perhaps unmatched in the canine kingdom. Standing 24 to 29 inches at the shoulder, they possess a lean, muscular frame that speaks of both strength and speed. Their most striking feature is undoubtedly their coat, a cascade of fine, silky hair that can reach remarkable lengths, particularly on the ears, legs, and tail. This luxurious covering served a vital purpose in their native land, protecting them from harsh mountain weather while allowing freedom of movement during high-speed pursuits. Their head is perhaps their most aristocratic feature, long and refined with a slightly Roman nose that gives them an air of ancient nobility. Large, dark eyes hold an expression that seems to gaze into eternity, often described as looking through rather than at their surroundings. These eyes, almond-shaped and deeply set, reflect an intelligence that is both ancient and mysterious, as if they carry the wisdom of countless generations in their depths. The Afghan's movement is pure poetry in motion. Their gait displays a unique double suspension gallop, where all 4 feet leave the ground twice in each stride, an adaptation that allowed them to navigate rocky terrain at incredible speeds while hunting in their mountainous homeland. When an Afghan hound runs at full stretch, they seem to float above the earth, their coats streaming behind them like silk scarves in the wind. Color variations add to their mystique, ranging from cream and red to black and brindle, with each hue enhancing their ethereal beauty. Some sport dramatic black masks that frame their noble features, while others display subtle shadings that shift like shadows across their flowing coats. No two Afghan hounds look exactly alike, each bearing their own unique pattern of beauty. The enigma of Afghan personality. Understanding the Afghan hound's personality requires appreciating their heritage as independent hunters who made split-second decisions across vast distances. These dogs were never bred to look to humans for guidance in every situation. Instead, they developed keen intelligence and autonomous thinking that allowed them to excel in their role as coursing hounds. This independence often manifests as what some interpret as aloofness or stubbornness, but this perception misses the nuanced nature of the Afghan temperament. They are not aloof so much as selective, not stubborn but thoughtful. An Afghan hound will consider your request, weigh its merits, and then decide whether compliance serves their understanding of the situation. This trait, while sometimes challenging for modern pet owners, reflects the breed's ancient wisdom and self-reliance. With their families, Afghan hounds display surprising sensitivity and emotional depth. They form profound bonds with their chosen humans, often selecting one family member as their particular favorite. This loyalty, once earned, runs deeper than the mountain streams of their homeland. They possess an almost psychic ability to sense their owner's moods, offering comfort during difficult times with gentle presence and understanding eyes. Their playful side emerges in delightful bursts of energy and humor. Young Afghan hounds are particularly entertaining, displaying a goofy charm that contrasts wonderfully with their elegant appearance. They may suddenly launch into what enthusiasts call the Afghan 500, wild running sessions around the yard that showcase their incredible speed and agility while their coat flows dramatically behind them. Living with liquid grace. Owning an Afghan hound is both a privilege and a responsibility that extends far beyond typical pet ownership. Their grooming needs alone require dedication and skill, with daily brushing sessions necessary to maintain their magnificent coat. These sessions become bonding rituals, opportunities for quiet connection as you work through each section of silky hair, removing tangles and debris while your Afghan hound relaxes under your gentle care. Exercise requirements reflect their sighthound heritage. While they can be surprisingly calm indoors, often content to lounge like elegant statues on comfortable furniture, they need regular opportunities to run freely in secure areas. Watching an Afghan hound in full flight is witnessing pure joy, their natural exuberance emerging as they stretch their legs and feel the wind through their coat. Training an Afghan hound requires patience, creativity, and respect for their intelligence. Traditional obedience methods often fail because these dogs need to understand the purpose behind commands. They respond best to positive reinforcement and varied training sessions that keep their intelligent minds engaged. A bored Afghan hound may find their own entertainment, which might not align with human preferences for household order. Their sensitivity extends to their living environment. Afghan hounds thrive in calm, stable households where they can observe and participate in family life without overwhelming chaos. They often develop routines and preferences that, once established, become important elements of their daily happiness. Guardians of an ancient legacy. Today's Afghan hounds serve as living links to an ancient world where dogs and humans work together across vast landscapes under endless skies. While few now hunt gazelle across mountain steppes, they continue to embody the grace, intelligence, and independent spirit that made them treasured companions to nomadic peoples thousands of years ago. In our modern world, Afghan hounds offer something precious and increasingly rare, a reminder that beauty and intelligence can coexist with mystery and independence. They challenge us to slow down, to appreciate subtlety over flash, and to respect the deeper currents that run beneath surface appearances. For those fortunate enough to share their lives with an Afghan hound, the experience transcends typical pet ownership. These dogs become muses, teachers, and companions in the truest sense, offering lessons in dignity, independence, and the quiet confidence that comes from knowing one's worth. In their presence, we glimpse something of the ancient bond between humans and dogs, refined over millennia into something approaching art. The Afghan hound remains what they have always been, living poetry, moving meditation, and testament to the enduring power of grace under all circumstances. In their flowing movement and knowing eyes, we see reflected not just beauty, but the timeless wisdom of the mountains and the endless patience of the desert winds that shaped their ancestors so long ago. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos.